Hi everybody, welcome once again to Behind the Scenes with Good Guy Productions. I'm Eric Wilson. So today's video is going to be talking a little bit about our preparedness for your event. So we're working with machines, we're humans. Mistakes happen, things break. How do you prepare yourself to overcome those obstacles and those wrinkles when they happen? That's key. Making sure you have the proper tools and the proper equipment to take care of any situation that may arise. That's what we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to show you our toolkit and all the items that we carry with us to make sure that we can properly pull off and execute your event. And I'm also going to show you our road crate, all the things that we bring with us that will help ensure that your event goes off as perfectly as possible. So let's go ahead and let's take a walk. You remember, maybe you don't, but when I was a kid, Felix the Cat, I loved that cartoon. Whenever he got into a fix, he reached into his bag of tricks. Well, I have my box of tricks. So let's see what we have in my toolkit. Zip strips and cutters to snip them at the end. Wire strippers. Hopefully you don't need those guys. Tester. It'll check your voltage and your ohms. This guy right here. GFI circuit protector. You know what? What happens if you lose your lighting controller? Right here. This guy. Click on and off. Emergency situation. Okay, we got a speed wrench here. Most of your common lights will be hung. Your common clamps will fit inside any of these adapters right here. Okay, if not, well, then we have some channel lock for this. Hole punch. Not really sure why I still have that, but you never know. A couple sets of wire hanging on. Wire. Never know when you're going to tie something up. Okay, we got some needle nose here. Couple sets of needle nose. This is another line tester to make sure everything polarity. Triple tap. Mini screwdrivers. Gotta have some tacks. Something important for us when we're working with our truss. So we have a couple sets of Allen wrenches. And got a couple adapters. Hopefully you don't ever need these guys. Skizzers. Black tape. Adapter to go from your iPod if you need to into your board. We also have the 1/4 inch adapters on the end of that ready to go. We have short extensions here in case you got to go around a corner or you're fitting into a spot where you've got a wall wart. Another wrench here. This one actually adapts to my clamps I use on my moving heads. Inside here is a line tester. I should open it up for you and have you take a look, but you'll have to trust me on that one. Clamp, mic clamp. Check out this guy, an adapter to go from regular Edison to IEC. And remember those little guys I showed you earlier where I said hopefully you never need to use them? Please, whatever you do, don't break off the end off your cord. Get one of these guys right here. It's an EBTech hum eliminator. Okay, you get that 60 cycle hum. Use this guy. Remote for some of my ADJ lights. So that is about it. One last thing. Hopefully you don't need this guy. I always have solder with me just in case I have to put something back together. So my toolkit there is the top section. Let's roll on down to the next area. I said I carry a lot of stuff. Line tester, an NLFX line tester. If you don't have one of these, we just please get one. This will take care of so many headaches. Test everything from Speakons to Cat 6, your USB cables on this side over here. You've even got your DMX cable testing, PowerCon. Pretty much the best multi-tester out there. Okay, put that aside. And this guy right here, we carry our adapters that are designed somewhat for video, but we also have some audio stuff in here too. So these are all our video adapters up here. Okay, you need to go around a corner, adapt something like a BNC to an RCA. There you go. You need to put a VGA cable together. Look at this guy right here. Splitting your RCA cables. Some other little splitters here. This guy, I grabbed this guy at NAMM this year. Look at this little adapter right here. You go from the single 1/8 in, and then you've got the 1/8 inch extension plus another jack right there, the 1/8 inch jack in. That was a little free guy I got from HOSA. Wow, look at this guy, this old banana clip to 1/4 inch. Everything you can imagine, any adapter possible is in this kit right here. Like I said, some of this is more video related, but there's a lot of audio stuff in there as well. Go to the next crate, XLRs. In here is, again, every kind of adapter you can imagine. Everything from transformers to DMX terminators, everything XLR, or yeah, XLR kind of shaped. Sescom, these again are hum eliminators. These are the IL19s. Sound comes in with a hum, goes out without it. Let's see, still carry a couple of these guys just in case. Okay, these are Neutrik Speakon adapters. And we've got a single to a double splitter there. Speakon to 1/4 inch. Okay. Oh, let's see this last guy here. Because we work with Cat 6 sometimes for some of our lighting, and we're doing our longer DMX runs using DMX, we have these adapters right here. I should say we're using our longer runs with Cat 6, not with DMX. I think you knew what I meant. Okay, that one's done. Next up, tool kit, tray number 3. What do we got down here? More adapters. Okay, another transformer. We have an on-off switch. These are parts for our little LEDs for our motion drape backdrop. Little HDMI adapter. Some fuses. Must have. And finally, in our last, oops, there's a, always have to have extra batteries. And in our final tray, we have screws and bolts and nuts and wire and all kinds of things like that down here. Little covers for our lavalier mics. And the remote. Hey, we do video screens. The fast fold, Draper fast folds. Always got to have extra screwges with you, just in case. This right here, the black tape, is the shrink wrap tape, which when you wrap it around the cable, it tightens up, makes a waterproof connection. Right, so that is our tour of our toolbox, our Felix toolbox, as I call it. Hang tight. We're going to go through our road crates over here. So every gig that goes out, every DJ comes and grabs an equally loaded road crate for their event. So let's take a look inside our little magic box of wires here. So all of them are labeled. Corey, who's the shop manager, likes to put tape on things so we know exactly where things go and where they belong. But you know what? That's organization, and I love things being organized. You don't have to think about it. You just grab the crate and go. So what's inside of it? Single end power cord. You know, as we start this, take a look inside. Do you see any orange or yellow power cords? Not at all. Why? They don't blend in, okay? They're an eyesore. So we use silver power cords for our trussing because they hide themselves. We use black power cords for the ground. Okay? These are what are called triple taps. Single to a triple end on it. We carry several of those. As you're looking in here, you're going to see 3 different colors of gaffers tape. We have silver gaffers, that goes on our trussing. Black gaffers to tape cords down to the ground. And why do we have brown? We do a lot of venues where the floors are wooden. Hides the cables. XLR cables, backup XLR microphone cables. We have DMX cables with us, backup DMX cables, a couple of each. Both black and white zip strips, depending on the application. Check out this guy right here. This is a jumper IEC cable, so we can run light to light without having to run a power cord back to home base. Here's a long IEC cable. That's because we run powered speakers, and I bought 25 footers. They didn't come with them. I bought 25 footers. More of triple taps. Okay, let me go to this guy right here before I go to that other one. Okay, so this guy takes PowerCon in, and it is a 6-banger with USB adapters on it. It's the Power Base by ADJ, Power Bar 65. Sorry, the Power Base is something a little different, but this is your splitter box that we use. So being prepared, again, is foremost for us. Say you're doing a wedding ceremony, and you have to hook a guitar player up. Out of the blue, he comes up and says, oh man, I forgot my instrument cable. You know what? We're prepared. We have the cables for you. I love being able to fix problems at an event. Oop, pulled that one right apart. And these boxes help us do that. HDMI cable. You know what? It's one of those never know items. We have them with us. RCA cable. Why? Just because. 100-foot XLR cable. So if we have to run a remote system in another room, a lot of times we're going to use our Sennheiser system. That's another video. But sometimes wireless doesn't work. So we carry a 100-foot XLR with us. These guys are handy right here for going up on trussing tripods or in your trussing. It's a single to a double Edison outlet. So single in, double out. Adapters. These little guys are just, if we have to do runs in our speakers, our trussing that we use for speakers, we can shoot these guys down. And again, the silver, it gets hidden. And the last thing I'll show you is we have an adapter to go from your iPhone to your board if you have to. So that's the quick scoop. That's what we put inside of our crates. As I said, we have one of these for every event that goes out. We have a lot of extra stuff. We have a lot of redundancy. That's just kind of the way we operate here at Good Guy Productions. We like to make sure we're prepared for any situation. Thanks once again for watching, everybody. I know it's a little long, but I like to show you everything that we have here. So looking behind the scenes at Good Guy Productions, why do we do these videos? Well, it's twofold. Number one, we want to give you the assurances that we have the equipment to handle your event, and we also have a plan in case of a situation. That's crucial. As I mentioned earlier, things happen, things break, people make mistakes. How you fix those mistakes and how you handle those situations, that is what will make or break your event. And the second part of this is to show you the redundancy of Good Guy Productions. Now, we're what's called a multi-op company. We have multiple operators going out on the weekends. We have to have backups. We have to have a plan. I have backup vehicles. I have backup DJs. We obviously have lots of backup equipment. So as a single operation company, we'll say, we're going to focus on just your event because there's just one of me, and I'm going to focus fully and 100% on making yours perfect. Well, that's fine, and that's great. But what happens in case of a situation? Those are the questions you have to ask yourself. Do they have backup vehicles? Do they have backup DJs? Everything must have redundancy in this business. We know your event is a one-off deal. It happens only one time, and you have to nail it. It has to be perfect. We've got to hit a home run every time we step up to the plate. Here at Good Guy Productions, we've put things in place to make sure that happens. For booking information, contact us toll-free at 888-DJ-DJ-DJ1. Reach out to me via email, eric@goodguyproductions.com. We have a heavy Facebook presence and also a lot of pictures and videos on Instagram as well. So thanks once again for following us along. Thanks again for checking out our behind the scenes tour. Hope to see you guys soon. Wilson out. Today's edition of Behind the Scenes with Good Guy Productions has been brought to you by Red Bull, the breakfast of champions.